Okay, Miss Coffee. Child, all kinds of difficulties going on over here. Like I was like, you if it ain't one thing, it's another thing. Not today. Not today. I'm trying to do me a little longer, and by then I be done shut it down, and I just say, just forget it. I just do it again tomorrow. I was like, no, I'm gonna turn it back on. And now I don't know how to. I can't end the other live that everybody keep coming through. So I guess here we are. I gotta wait for my phone to do its thing to be able to get back over there and shut that one live down. So I think I miss big stuff because I got two lives going on at one time. But hold on just a minute. Let me see. Can I tell them in my other live that I'm over here? Okay. Right. And that's like a day of test and keep on walking. That's what I'm gonna do. I just went over there and typed in there, and when my phone get a little bit of a charge to it, then I go back on there and then I end that live. And it's always something. Oh gosh. And truth be told, while I was clicking on that over there, I hear something crawling in the woods over here again, and I'm like, I'm looking, cause ain't nobody got time to be playing with these snakes and stuff today. See, I was on my way to getting some stuff done. Okay, now let me see. Can I go over there and end that one right quick while I got a little bit of all this wood cracking and stuff? I feel like I'm in a scary movie or something. Come on, just let me get to the thing so I can end the other live. That's all I want to do. Hey, Ben Stinker, how you doing this morning? We being tried. I mean, real hard today. Real hard. We done ran into us a snake. Okay, I think I was able to end that other live. I think I did. Okay. Ain't it been an eventful morning? Like I don't. What's all the excitement about? Like I don't want it. I don't want no smoke. None at all. I don't want no smoke. It has definitely been eventful over here this morning. Let me wipe this camera off because y'all know I ain't been on StreamYard in forever in a day. Because it just seems like YouTube doesn't even promote that you live or whatever when you're We on there. I don't know if I can do anything to change the way the screen look, but child, we definitely done had an eventful morning. Yeah. So this morning, I was sitting here talking and chatting with everybody. And I decided, let me get up and go over here and start staking up my tomatoes. Because first of all, I didn't even want to come. I didn't feel like coming out here this morning because my back was hurting. But I heard my plants was over here saying, help me, Shauna, help me. They were laying on the ground. So I come out here and go over there to start staking them up. And as soon as I start tapping on the ground to get the stake in the ground, um I being thinking that's gonna be the next thing we gonna talk about. I turn around and I look, and right down around my boots is a snake, and not no little bitty snake. And I've been talking about these snakes for the longest. And then my sister called me the other day. And she was telling me about a dream that she had about me and my husband. And he came outside to unalive the snake. And when she say when he shot him, the snake turned clear. So I don't know what the heck that means. And then I had a dream about a snake. And then every day that I've been coming out to the garden, I see a snake. And today I'm looking down around my dang on leg, and the snake is right there. And the first thing I saw, I said quite a bit of cuss words. So yes, good. Yes, but YouTube is not giving channel holders their correct views. I don't know what's going on with it, and it is the craziest thing. I have 16,000. Yes, I earned those. Even though you don't see a lot of people in my live streams and everything, I've earned those subscribers by doing shorts. And I have 16,000 plus subscribers. And it's like there is nothing that's showing like, hey, she's live over here or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm like, I don't even understand how that, you know, but anyways, all I'm hoping that if I have anything of importance to say and somebody needed, that they be able to grasp it. I told my husband, he said, that's definitely your spirit. Yeah, I mean, everything is us, and I just be talking. I don't know much about anything, but today has been a day already. So I'm gonna see. I don't even know how the computer look because I done bought the laptop outside. Now that my phone done did a thing, my tripod done tore up. Now my battery done died. The snakes done came out, and now I done pull out the laptop. And while I was recording earlier, the sprinkler turned around and hit the computer and the phone. So yeah, today has been one. At least we got I think I stayed up probably about 5 or 6 plants or something while y'all was there. But I guess it'll count that we did 2 lives today, huh? I guess. But okay, let me get back to staking my tomatoes up. I guess I really have something to say because the devil trying to get rid of me today. He really tried to get rid of me because, honey, I was finna get ready to shut it down when that snake came through here. And Miss Carver said, "No, Shauna, don't run, don't run." She was like, "Get the shovel." The shovel is that mean me and him too close to me and the snake too close to each other. If I'm able to hit him with the shovel, no, 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 no. And I got the little pew pew with me, but I'd rather use mine in other situations and save those right there. So I had to call the hubby out here to handle my lightweight. Handle my lightweight. Yeah, he had to come get him. No, sir. We ain't playing around with no bugs, no worms, and definitely no snakes. Now I seen some other people came through on my live before. Thank you so much. Oh God, it's a Terrence kind of thing. I seen you come through. How you doing, friend? I ain't seen you in a little minute because so many things been going on over here. But I appreciate you for coming through. And I seen that he said he was like number 4. I hope the ones that ain't here, if y'all could please hit the like button for me. They already don't show you, girl. I guess I got some things to say to the world, and they trying to stop me from being able to say it. But it's all right. What is for me, and ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. So, but y'all, let me get back to staking this garden up for our next event happen, because it has been an eventful day out here in the garden. Yes, here in the garden. kind of nice to beat on this the things with the hammer and take some of that aggression that I got behind it. We just like her. uh I, yes, I said goodbye. I gotta call my husband. Let me call him right quick. He ain't even hesitate. He was like, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. But yes. And look at our sunflowers. They starting to get the heads on them or whatever. I hope it's showing up clear for y'all because I'll be getting disappointed when I come in, look back at it later and find out that it didn't even show up good. So now make me start thinking about doing some extra stuff. That let me see for myself. Woo. See our sunflowers starting to get heads on top of them or whatever. Miss Coffee, do you know something else I can do to like to make it show up better? Like maybe I need to get a different device or something for outdoors or something like that. I don't know. So that it can show up. I be wanting y'all to see exactly how the garden look. You know, I want to be like 3D like y'all right here in the garden. Ooh, okay. Good morning. Good morning, Dollar Bear. Even though I think we into the we 12:57 over here. Um, okay, you said it's showing a little blurry to you. But we here, yeah, we is. Yeah, it's the resolution. Okay, then I gotta figure that out about. I'll talk to you about that behind the scenes. Just woke up. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Dolly Bear, I would be lying if my day was wonderful. It's been very eventful. I'm going to go fetch my coffee and walk the dog. I will catch the replay. All right, then. Thank you very much. So now we out here in the garden, y'all. Let me go get my chair and bring it around this way, and we'll keep the scenery of what's behind me, whatever y'all can see, because I know that it be showing up blurry sometimes. So, but I'm gonna bring the feet this way, and we gonna see if anybody got any questions about anything in the garden, or any questions point blank period in general about anything that I've discussed on my channel before. Now is the time for us to have us a conversation. Any questions? Anybody want to come up? Got any questions about some of their plants or anything, or just want to have? You just feel like talking today. I feel like now that I've done, we got out. Oh shoot, I left my drink out there because I was gonna sit here and be lazy for the remainder and don't do a dang on thing. But just in general, any questions about anything, some something you growing and you're not quite sure about it. I ain't saying that I can answer all these questions, but I'm helpful in some little areas and all of that. They're good stuff. So, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. It's been a long time since I dropped uh, a link. Gee whiz. I feel like I'm like, how do I drop the link? I haven't did it in so long. And there you go. Able to drop a link. Wow. So that link is for anybody who might want to come up, who might have questions about anything they talked about. We ain't over here just talking about no gardening. We talk about everything for real, in real life. Not just in the garden. This just happens every day that I tie my life to it, and I tie my life to it. More so like the goals and stuff that I have in life, things that I want to do, I want to get done, I want to grow in certain areas of my life. I'll take my garden and I'll match it to whatever it is I'm going in. I feel like the results that I see out here in the garden is a manifestation of what's actually happening in my real life. And so, but over here, mainly we're about growing, point blank period. Growing in your garden is an important part, and growing in real life, with your garden. Why not tie the two of them together and let's, keep growing? There's so many things that's happening and about to happen um, in this crazy world that we live in. And if you can prepare for it and make those things better, why not? So over here, we just make sure at all times we got something growing. Um, you never know when you're gonna need it. You don't never know you're on your last meal inside the house, and then you jump up getting ready to go to the store. And on that day, you run to the store. They ain't accepting no cards, no cash, no nothing. They getting ready to actually shut the store down because nobody ain't got no way of paying for nothing. Um, you just want to be prepared for whatever is to come. That's all I say. I want to mix all that dirt together and see what grows. Mix it together, Miss Coffee. Mix it together. In my opinion, you don't have anything that's there that's going to prevent it from from growing. Mix together. I'm telling you, I don't never throw away none of my soil. I use it over and over and over again. Never throw away, never throw away any of my soil. I'll use it. And my soil from last growing season, where I had in pots and stuff like that, I put a piece of that white Lowe's paper down on the ground, what they be using like for the siding of a house and stuff like that, when they, whatever they be doing with it, that stuff. I cut me a piece of that out because that's what was available, and I laid it on the ground, and I dumped all of my soil from on that. To lay it out and like let weeds and stuff grow into it. Then you can pull the weeds and stuff from out of it, because when weeds grow in it put nutrients and stuff back into the soil. I let the weeds and stuff grow and pull them weeds from out of there, and then I go right back to using my soil over again. So I don't let none of my soil go to waste. Use it all, Miss Coffee. Yeah, mix it together. Just be careful about how much of the fertilizer that you're putting in there. But as long as it's in the soil, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now me myself, I've been known to take out a couple of plants with some fertilizer before. My husband was like, you better slow down with that fertilizer you using, child. I was so happy with that fertilizer. Killed a couple of plants. What you said, Miss Coffee? It was about the when I asked about the how I can stop it from being blurry is the resolution. What I'm doing is saying that I'm spinning. I'm spinning the block. Well, why doesn't it show me that on here that I'm spinning? Am I still spinning on here? It's like showing me that I'm spinning from over here on my phone. It's strawberry chives and tomato dirt loaded. So you saying in the soil that you already had, you had you had strawberry chives and tomatoes in that soil already. Hey Sherry Shay. Am I still spinning? Are we back? I don't know why we showing out over here. I don't know what I don't know what's up with it today. What do you want from me today? Tripping real hard. But okay, you say it's strawberry chives and tomato dirt loaded. So are you saying and some of the dirt is that cocoa core fluffy stuff? Yeah, it don't matter. And if you now listen, what you did, Miss Coffee, you did something that what I think you're trying to tell me is you did something that I normally do, right? Is where you plant something and you get tired of like waiting on it to grow, so you think it ain't gonna grow. So if I'm saying the right thing, I think I know what you're trying to say to me, Miss Coffee. You had planted previously. You planted some tomatoes, chives, and like I ain't gonna they ain't gonna grow. So you dump the soil. Did together. That's what you did. And some of the dirt is that cocoa core fluffy stuff. Yeah, that's I use that a lot. I want to do dump pots. I since potting them. So, so did you already have seeds in them? If you already had seeds in the pots already? Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying you do. But remember, I told you that them strawberries, you'll think them strawberries is dead and gone. Strawberries take a long time to come up, and when they come up, they be so little and tiny. But you sound like you probably a whole lot like me, get impatient after a while, and you like, they ain't gonna come up. I'm gonna just use it, and I'm gonna plant something else. Child, I know. I got some other people who garden and be doing the same thing, and I just be laughing every time they do it because I'm that impatient person. It's like if I give you 2 weeks to come above that soil and I don't see you, we through it each other. I'm gonna put you to another use. Um, well, and listen, if one of them came up and then you planted probably on one strawberry, you can get what a good 200 seeds, maybe. No, probably on one strawberry, you probably can get like 50 plus strawberries on it. I guarantee you, when you plant and use the soil for something else, you gonna have all of those things are going to show up in that pot. And I'm telling you, it's really hard to kill a tomato seed. Honey, you can get rid of tomato seed and swear they ain't gonna come up. They'll wait and come out the woodwork on you the next season. It's hard to kill a tomato plant. So I don't know. The worst thing that could happen is all of those things start growing up in everything that you plant together. And like I told you too, we had what we call the dump garden where we was throwing all kind of stuff in there and everything just grow together. Only thing is, Miss Coffee, don't throw your soil away. Reuse it if you need to. I'm telling you, I done did it over and over and over and over again. Um, your plants will talk to you and let you know what they want. I'm gonna have a dump grow bag. All right, let it be what it get. And you know what? If stuff come up and like you feel like you want to remove it from out of that place and put it into something else once you see it growing, then do that. You can do that too. Eh, it's a woman to change her. What Betty Wright say? It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. We do it all the time. It's just that you know me, and I don't know you. See, time has taught me. Now that part right there, when Betty get to that part right there, then I be like, Betty, I ain't saying that part right there, cause Betty said having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. Mm-mm. Let's take your pieces and keep on walking. Now, when Betty sang that part, I'd be like, I'm gonna pause on this. Even I could be live singing it on I could be singing it on a Star Maker and get to that part. I'd be like, y'all ain't gonna sing this part right here with Betty. I'm gonna let her sing that part by her own self because I don't like that part of the song, Betty. My son needs to go. He in my space, LOL. Okay. Oh my gosh. Mine just in my vicinity and he need to go. Not even in the same house, child, please. Yes, go. But yeah, Miss Coffee, I would use my soil. Nothing wouldn't stop me from. reusing my soil, whatever you want to do. If it worked for you, I told you we done had a whole bunch of stuff planted in one place at one time or whatever. So, you know, just keep doing what works for you, and all you need is the sparks of everything that grow. And as you see things grow in your garden, the more you're gonna grow. I'm telling you, gardening is very, very contagious and it's so therapeutic. All you gotta do is just try it. We talk about running home with that little lima bean plant in our hand, bouncing all over the place. I'm telling you, gardening is something else. And I tell you, I talk about it so much on the phone, on my phone conversations and everything. Child, I be like, I be trying to spread it like worldwide. I talk about it all the time. I talk about it so much like I think the military know about it. Everybody all over the place. I really do be out here encouraging people to start them a garden. When do you introduce the baby chicks to the older chicks? When I start them, okay, so like we just did baby chicks. I never put them. I will never introduce them in with any of the other ones. We don't never do that. We keep them separated. So like so far we have four. So we've incubated four times, right? Well, not no, we incubated three times. So we have four pens. And what we do is the oldest chickens usually are in one particular pen, which is the ones that we've had the longest. Those are the ones that we usually take and do. We get the older ones processed. But I always have this thing, whatever animals we started out with, I usually keep them and let them live out, they happy life. And then all the ones that come behind it, because there is kind of like an attachment to those, because you know me and my girls got together and we set out here and we built our own chicken pen by ourselves. We just feel like we put so much work into them, so it's like they had names and all of that their kind of stuff. And so um they're the old girls. We got them in one pen by themselves. Then when we have another batch, we put everyone that's born together in another pen. So now that we have this, and again, talking about our chickens, we're back down to one because and I don't even want to say the name anymore because I don't want to attach anybody's name to anything that passed away. So the little one that we just joked around and we called Pam. Pam passed away last night. So we only have Shay that's still jumping and bumping all over the place. Even actually Shay was trying to fly out the box last night. So we had to put the little net over the top of it so she won't get out and be all over the inside of the shed this morning. But yeah, we never introduced them. Do they have access to each other? Yes, there's like a what we call chicken wire in between each one of the pens. They get to meet each other in that way, but we never put them inside the pen together because we try to prevent that thing where they pecking on each other, because there's a pecking order inside of any chicken pen or whatever. And all the other hens, they have roosters in with them. The babies, if one is a rooster, if they the same age, they run together or whatever. But we never put them together, in that way. Is the short. They always have, or either we end up adding on another pen or something. And sometimes my husband be like, he put two specific chickens together because he want to see what kind of chicken, what kind of baby they're gonna make together or whatever. So what we do is just every time we get more chickens, we just add on another pen, which is and we're gonna eventually stop doing that because we're gonna, once we get in our mode of okay, this pen is gonna be for this pen is gonna be for that, and this one is gonna be for the ones that's gonna be processed. And as we process them, then we'll let those pens go down, clean it back out, spread diatomaceous earth all over the inside of it and everything, and then let it rest for a while, and then we put fill it with the bottom of it with wood chips and everything, and then new everything for the next set of chickens or whatever. But yeah, and I talked about the baby chicken in the first live, and not the first live I did this morning. And that's one of the things, that's like one of the worst things that you deal with on the farm, especially like you ain't been doing it for a long time. There is like an attachment. You taking care of these little bitty cute animals and everything, and then every now and then you have those days. So that's what my mornings initially started out with, was the last chicken that was born. He wasn't he It started yesterday that he wasn't doing good. I told y'all about that yesterday. But that was the first thing that I woke up to this morning, dealing with the kids, you know, going through their situation with the baby chicken passing away, and the kids was actually fussing at each other, I guess, because they was mad that the chicken died. So they was going through the emotions. Um, Me, it's kind of, I done learned how to deal with it and to cut it off. But kids be different. They go through a whole bunch of other stuff. And my older daughter here, she was just like, she wanted to do any and everything to keep him in. I didn't stop her from trying, because they love animals. So, but yeah, this morning, the baby chicken, the last one, went on out. And so that was the first thing that happened today, and then everything else that fell in line behind it. So it has truly been an eventful day. Truly. If y'all only go and see the other live, um, I done had a snake wrap around my leg this morning and everything. So yes. And I said a whole bunch of cuss words on the way doing it. But I'm going to, as y'all get y'all garden and stuff together and we come through, I'm gonna start, every now and then I'm gonna start doing my lives from my laptop and from StreamYard. Because I don't think that when you do lives from YouTube that you can allow somebody up on the panel or whatever. Oh my God, so rude. I don't think you can invite anybody up on the panel or whatever, but I want to be able to do it, so like we can do lives and stuff, and then we can come on the lives and things together, and so like we can show different things and like ask different questions about whatever it is, point blank period, just to have conversations or whatever. But I feel like there's a new excitement or whatever put in me about YouTube or whatever, and you know start back doing my little stories and stuff, because y'all do know I was doing story times and everything. But that was during the time when it was very cold. There's not a lot of action out here going on in the garden or whatever. Yeah, you have some things growing, but you don't have as much as you do in the summertime, in the springtime and stuff. So in those times, we always have, there was like rest time. So I had time like to think about things that was happening in my life and everything. So there's a lot of stories and stuff on here. If y'all ain't familiar with any of my stories that I told, all of them are true stories. I'm not talking about nobody else's stories or nothing. Stuff that actually happened to me. So sometimes I do, tell stories, look up under my videos, my shorts and all of that stuff. And we can always have conversations about any of that stuff, or things in general that y'all just want to talk about. That's good to know. I plan on purchasing some after my land is appraised. Alrighty then. Yes. So anytime like we got questions and stuff like that, we over here, we ain't just talking about stuff in the garden, but remember, we always tie our garden to whatever goals and stuff that we trying to meet, reach and everything over here. So um after my, and then too, Angel, if So say my chickens, I don't have them. They're not what you call it, where I don't let mines are not what you call them. I forgot what they call them, but see, my chickens don't just roam around everywhere. We have them in they're in cages. You know, they got they like in bird cages. They got different things that they can climb up on and jump up on and all of that stuff. Um we don't have them out. They don't just roam around. But if you set it up with them in a place that you want them to be inside of or whatever, you can always set them up and then later on introduce them to, being free during the daytime and then go back and they'll go back in at nighttime without a problem. But see, there's at one point we had dogs that were everywhere in the yard or whatever, so we just didn't want them to like roam around, like that range. They call them range free or whatever. But when you have them like that, when they able to go, around the yard where they want to, they get along better like that because they don't have to be like right by each other. So if there's a pecking order in every pen, so if you put one in there and they're not as strong as the other one, even sometimes you have to remove some from out of one thing because they pick on them in that way. But range free chickens usually you don't have to keep them separated. You can keep introducing other ones, and they just kind of mingle together. You don't always have that problem, but every now and then you can have those problems. But I do have one chicken pen where when you throw something in there, especially like some mealworms or whatever, the other chickens in the other pen have figured out how to get over into the other one, and I just kind of let them do it. So there is two pens that they have a way that they can get over to the other side and the other side, so they be sharing things. The only thing is that the roosters can't move from that one pen to the other because the roosters are really really big. My roosters are like 2.5 feet tall. I got when you can look at them and you'll see like they down low to the ground, but if they open up their wings and they stretch their body out, they're like almost 3 feet tall. So I got those Rhode Island Reds, like the big ones, like that cartoon that they used to have back in the days with the chicken that was running the yard. I forgot the name of that one, but you gotta be in your 40s or more to you know what cartoon I'm talking about. That big old white chicken. My chickens are white, and a couple of them are really big like that. So they can't move to the next pen because they too big to be able to get into the next ones. But yeah, in that way you can introduce them to each other. And good luck to the appraisal. Hope wish you have a nice a nice old appraisal there. Yes, you have friends in the box. My mama say that. Mm, Chicken run. Um, Now that's something that I've been Shada even think about. That is like I've been thinking about doing a chicken run because I could easily do that. I can run it down, and you can make a chicken run very easy. Um, and I'm actually thinking about doing that because I do want them to like have other areas like to go around or whatever. But the reason why we didn't do our chickens free range, now we have done it before, not where they like actually free range, like, right. So they got a pen, they have housing, right. And in the daytime my husband would come out here in the morning time and he'll open the door, and the chickens, wherever he walked around the yard, they follow him everywhere he go. If he sit down somewhere, they jump on his shoulder. I mean, they was like they was parrots and stuff like that. They sit on his shoulders. It's a movie. Oh, okay then. Well, anyways, but well, thanks for throwing the movie in here. Thanks for throwing the movie in here. Then I thought about a chicken run cut, but there is a such thing as a chicken run. You build it as like a hoop type situation, like the rainbow area. You can do a whole bunch of those and run it down different places and make it circle back around. But it's a place that like your chickens can run through it only to end back up. Just places that they can go during the daytime and be able to eat grass and stuff like that. But like anytime I come in the garden and the roots and the weeds and stuff like that we pull up, then that's what we give them, the grass in that way or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, the chickens will come out of the thing and they follow my husband everywhere he go. And as long as they know like where they food and stuff go at, they water and all of that stuff, at nighttime, come close to nighttime, they're gonna be right on back in where they come from, or whatever. And and my husband is very particular, so he look at it and he think, well, if they see dog poop out here in the yard, they gonna be trying to eat the dog poop, and I don't want no chickens that's eating dog poop and all of that stuff. So he be thinking along those lines. So he's just like, nah, we'll just get them in. That's how we gonna raise them like that. But I do like to enjoy seeing them get out in the yard and scratch around and all that. Did you know it's a movie? Didn't know that, my dear. I'm a city girl. It, Shay, I come. Listen, where I come from, we ain't had no chickens or no nothing like that. But see, where my grandma and them lived at, my grandma and them lived in, like country type places. Like other places like this place called Wabassa, Sebastian, Florida, and all that stuff. See, my grandma and them had a house in like those areas, which is where I would go to see the chickens. She had chickens, cows, horses. They grew I mean, every vegetable you could think about, she grew it. Her and my daddy was always growing something. So, and when I would come to her house, I would be coming straight from, and I wouldn't dare call Guilford the city or whatever, but yeah, we wasn't in no place where we was watching no chickens or no nothing like that. So, um, I could say that too. I was a city girl, so I ain't know nothing about that. We wasn't running behind no chickens and doing nothing in the garden. That was my daddy. My daddy and my grandma and them, my daddy side of the family. Didn't know that, my dear. I'm a city girl. Do you transplant the plants to a greenhouse during the winter? No, I don't. I usually just let all of mine, whatever doesn't I kind of try to plant whatever does good, and during those times I plant them close to those times or whatever. But I don't use a greenhouse for anything. Actually, this year is the first time that I'm trying to do things, grow inside using grow lights or whatever. And that's only, I came up with that idea because Miss Coffee growing on the she grow on the inside or whatever. And then we was talking about, can you grow potatoes on the inside? So we started with the potato and went from the potato. Then I ended up pulling up the squash from out here and the zucchini. We got one squash from off of the plant, and then we had the squash borers. So we had to pull them up. And so now this is the first time I actually have a greenhouse. I just don't have the plastic for it yet. And so maybe here in the near future, we'll be going to trying to grow something in the greenhouse. But I've never grown anything in the greenhouse. And I told y'all too before, what you think would die in the winter, it does not happen here in Florida. Because in Florida, you can get summer in the middle of winter and you can get winter in the middle of summer. So right now, I still got tomatoes up there. That's from they've been. I done had them now for a year, more than a year and a half, and they still up there kicking. And they came back in just like I planted them this year. They live through the cold and everything. So mm-mm. I usually don't move anything. There's times that we done had like our like sometimes this time of the year, Like it can be so warm and sunny out here, and then all of a sudden we can get a cold snap where we down in the 30s, and something like that would usually take out our like any blooms and stuff that we have on, like our like our mango trees are loaded right now, full of everything. If something like that happens, then yeah, it come along and it'll like destroy our fruit and stuff like that. But we don't hardly get it. Last year the cold came and took out one of the mango trees, and if I'm lying, I'm flying. The It killed the blooms that was on there before. All of them fell off. We were so disappointed, like hurt, because we tried to wrap the tree up and stop the cold from hitting it. All of them fell off, only for the tree to bloom again for the second time in 1 year. And boy, you talking about, we had so many mangoes on there. So the weather is so funny here. So I never move the plants around to try and bring them in to protect them from the cold or any of that. Nope, never got to that before. I'm gonna cover my seedlings this time. But you in New York, Miss Coffee. So yeah, don't you cover yours? Cause see, the snow a different thing. Ain't did you say you in New York, Miss Coffee? Waiting on eggs today. Better for potatoes. Okay then. Yep. And my potato plant that I took inside, it is looking good. It done growed quite a bit more since we took it in there. And I would say I would go and show it to y'all today, but truth be told, as soon as I hit this live, if you can look into my eyes, this water sprinkler that's going behind me, just with every click of it, I feel like I can just I really want to put me a hammock out here in the garden, and I really want to be in a place so like when the you said it, Miss Coffee. When this live in talking about something, I'm finna go up there and go wherever. Child, I could just sit here right here in this same spot and just listen to that sprinkler tick, and I swear I'll be out here asleep, knocked out sleep. And it's such a peaceful. I mean, that's so peaceful, y'all. Wait, I'm gonna order me a hammock. Timu got everything. I know they got a hammock on there. I'm gonna order me. I'm gonna order me a hammock and hook it to one of these trees out here. Be not, but then you know what? I just had a second thought. Child, the snakes is out and running, so I might not do that. But yeah, y'all. But again, we done been on here again. I think our first live we did almost 2 hours on there too. So we've been here an hour and 30 minutes. Am I switching over again? Instead of doing one live a day, I'm going to two live. But again, we ain't make no commitment this time. But I still may come on here every day because I love talking to the people, and I just I'm a babbler, so I can come on babble on and on and on. Just let me sit here and think for a minute, or let somebody say something to me, or lead me to a whole conversation and be talking forever and a day. But I'm out here and I don't eat breakfast. I come out here early in the morning with my water and whatever I got going on, and then around about 2:30, that's when I first put something to eat into my body. And so it's getting close to that time. I'm just gonna sit out here and listen to these sprinklers for a few minutes, and then pull myself up out of this here seat and take it on in. But like I said, I'm almost feeling like it's coming close to story time again. So um we'll see. I'll let y'all know when I get ready to crank up the story times again. But for you all that haven't been able to go and look up the story time, catch up with the story times, because if I start telling the stories again, you'll probably be lost in the sauce if you haven't seen the beginners. Because I'll be seeing on some of those videos, especially when I'm talking about I got that man, I took his wife income tax Nobody don't have a clue. I got people going off on me and thinking that, how you think you doing something special because you took that man's wife income tax. You have to know the story. You have to go back into the storylines and know what's going on from the beginning, not from the middle of it. But I give those people grace because they have no clue, and I just have to remind them, girl, you got to go back and get the other part of the story, or guy, but because I do have some guys that be over there and it's like, girl, you wrong for this right here, but after they get the full understanding of where I'm coming from, they know what's up. So, but you all, I'm going to call this my time over here with Life with Tashana, where we are the high class gardeners, which just means we make sure we growing something all the time in the garden. And as we growing outside in the garden, we growing along with it. But we don't. The high class part just means we don't play around with bugs, snakes, and worms. And y'all seen today earlier who deal with the snakes. Well, y'all ain't let y'all see him, but my husband came through and dealt with the snake today. So but we don't play with any of those things out in the garden and in real life. And if you yourself want to grow, join us over here where we believe in growing together in every situation, not just out in the garden, growing in real life. And until then, next time, y'all don't forget to hit the like button, share with a friend or whatever you think may need some of these things that we talking about over here, or whatever. But I wish you all nothing but the best of the rest of your day. Y'all have a good time, and we'll see what excitement brings next. But you all, go and check out some of those other things. Catch up. So the next time I drop a story, that you'll be caught up in. Some people be saying, girl, you be having me on the edge of my seat when I be listening to them stories, and they feel like I be right there. Well, I want y'all to feel what was happening in those moments for real in my real life. So, because that's what we about over here. Life with Tashana. Thank you very much for coming through. You all don't forget to hit the like button, share, and y'all come over here and share with me sometimes. I love having conversations. We can get a conversation crunk, but it gotta make sense, y'all. Don't come over here with the foolishness. We don't like foolishness over here. Thanks for coming through, Albert. And everybody else, you all come through. Y'all share each other out, check each other's pages out, and everything. Let's continue to grow over here. Until next time, y'all. Peace.